One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8.
Here we go. I got him.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. He's 2 for 2 now.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ah, rocking the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Knocked loose. Pacers get it back. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Irving. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want to...
Stuffs it down with authority. Now whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Kevin Durant, 2 of 4 now.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Pacers with the possession. Kevin Durant snatching it out of the air. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming left.
Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 7.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. It's Indiana basketball. Kevin Durant swats it. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. 3 for 3 in this first half.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
Here comes the screen. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Brooklyn with the basketball. Here comes the screen. DeAndre Jordan, look out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It goes down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Oladipo buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Got it.
Who's controlling the paint? The offense is controlling the paint right now. The defense needs to do a better job of making it more uncomfortable for those easy lays.
I got ball, I got ball. I got him, I got him. Here we go, here we go. Let's go, pick him up, pick him up. You open?
Victor Oladipo had to force that one, but it's no good. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
A pass stolen by the Nets. Stuffs it down with authority. Desperation shot here from half court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Pacers have yet to appear after one half of basketball. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers.
Game track. Assists.
What you see on screen is how this team was able to gain its competitive advantage, doing what's necessary for the league.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Here we go. Here we go.
DeAndre Jordan with a piece. Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Here comes the screen. Kyrie Irving. With that, he's 5 for 9. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Here he comes.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Going to launch beyond the arc. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Stuffs it down with authority. Indiana with the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Miles Turner trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big.
Pick up, pick up, pick up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Dash. High screen, high screen, high screen.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Double, double, double.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Knocked loose. It was right there.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Irving brings the ball up court. Spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
I got him. Here we go. That's it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump.
Watch the screen.
Tough make through traffic.
Great shoot.
Ball.
Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oladipo into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Pacers recover. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Creates his own shot there.
Usually rookies allow themselves to get sped up because they're so hyped to play against the greats. But you got a different speed to your game. It's called poise.
Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Number 23.
Knocked loose. And he finishes at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Nets have it. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Knocked loose. Wraps him up. That's intentional. And the ref calls it.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Nets have the basketball. Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Baseline drive. Flushes it home.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Throws it down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter.
We know what's coming. Go get it.
Brooklyn's got it. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Missed the foul shot. Gets a look. Can't hit. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Knocked loose. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Nice pass to set things up.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Pacers control. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
On the Pacers come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you'll be able to stop a great passing team.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is there.
Me neither. Pacers with the possession. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. On the pass, stolen by Indiana. Nothing going here on that drive. Jared Allen pins it. Lays it up and in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The drive, right to the basket. Pacers get it back. It's Indiana basketball. And throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jared Allen at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. DeAndre Jordan, huge block. Stuffs it down with authority.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. Well, let me tell you why I love it even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back, send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
And scores. Strong take.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Finish that.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Screen coming. Has a look. And he drains it.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Jared Allen with the block. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Oladipo into the front court. His guys down big. Missed a wide open look. Add 2 points to the board.
The passing has been great, but the movement without the ball has been even better. Seeing a play before it happens is a skill set a lot of people don't talk about. But a great pass combined with great movement, good luck with that.
On the Pacers come away with the steal. Jared Allen able to recover with the block.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Lets it fly from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
He'll let one fly from half court. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.